You're tuned in to the Nerd Network Podcast.
All right, you're watching the Nerd Network Podcast, where we talk about nerdy shit, whether it's video games, movies, TV shows, streaming crap. As you guys can see, Julian's not here tonight. Julian couldn't be here, but we're going to move along and talk about some nerd topics. But the very first topic I want to talk about is the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. Saw the trailer. First thoughts. Excited?
So I was impressed that it looks good from a visual standpoint.
Oh, the CGI looks pretty on point.
Yeah. I'm definitely impressed with that. Kind of I don't know. The whole this I guess I'm gonna need to understand the plot. They tease it because at the end of the first Godzilla movie, right at the end of the movie, there's like a news thing or whatever, and it's like Godzilla, friend or foe. And then they kind of touch on it now, like something's provoking Godzilla. What's going on? Two big monsters fighting, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't pull me in from that point. I want to watch it because obviously action Godzilla Kong, but I don't know.
So what was the last time you saw Kong Skull Island?
I don't know. It's probably been over a year.
Well,
Probably.
you have HBO Max now?
Yeah.
Go back and watch it. I watched it like a couple of days ago, and it got me hyped to watch this movie. It will re-energize you to watch this movie more. I know you saw a trailer, and the trailer should have made you more excited to watch it, but go watch that movie, Kong Skull Island, and then watch that trailer, and then you'll be ready to watch the movie.
Yeah, need to get hyped back up.
For sure. Oh, man, Kong Skull Island was so well done. The CGI was great. The action was great. The color, everything. The acting was good. The background of what happened. It's so well done. It's such a well put together movie for a monster movie.
Right.
Action movie. It's so good. Like the different scenes that the military walk through to get to wherever they're going.
Yeah.
You get a really understanding of what the island is. It's so good. Like I can't get over how beautifully that movie was filmed and the CGI artwork that they used. Just so well done.
Yeah.
And then the cinematography that they use when they're like when Kong's taking down the copters and stuff. Oh,
yeah.
It's so good. Like it's so good. And that it made you feel like you were in that scenario along with the soldiers.
Right.
That's so well done. Just go watch that. I'm hoping they use that same type of technique in this movie. My thoughts on this trailer is that they showed us way too much.
I agree.
Way too much action.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hoping we didn't see everything.
That's a huge word, especially the final ending shot. Like, I don't want to know that Kong can block that beam.
I'm glad you brought that up because that made me really upset.
Yeah.
Because for one, what kind of energy is coming out of his mouth? It's nuclear power, right?
Right.
So I'm assuming what Kong has is a big stick. That nuclear power thing cannot break that stick just because Kong's holding it.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that at all because that's supposed to be like that's Godzilla's like trump card. Like when he's getting destroyed by the Hydra or Mothra or whatever, like that is the thing that sets him apart.
Yeah.
And for Kong to just be able to pick something up and be like, okay,
block it.
Yeah.
No way. It should obliterate. I don't know if that's the right word or not.
Obliterate.
Thank you. That it should have obliterate. Oh my God, it should have messed that whole thing up.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't matter what he's holding.
Right.
It would just mess it up.
Yeah.
Destroy whatever.
Or at least, I don't know, even if he picked up, I don't know, he went to a nuclear tower in Japan or something and picked up something that could at least, block it for a quick second.
Yeah.
Maybe springboard off of whatever that was to go and hit him.
Yeah.
But for him, I didn't like that.
It looked like he was pushing it back.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
There's no.
I think that the scene where Kong is looking over the edge of the ship, and Godzilla comes up, badass. Like that would have been good to show. I'm curious. Because they can't have them fight for an hour and a half.
No, and if there are, they need to break this up where they have multiple fights.
Yeah.
Because if that's just one long fight scene, that's going to be. It better be a darn good fight scene, and we need to see a lot more than what we saw in that trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome. If he shows up in Japan and then they're tracking him and he gets to Hawaii or San Francisco or wherever. and Kong keeps showing back up. I'm curious as how they're going to play the child, as well as because is Kong fighting for the kid? So
I don't know.
Do
It's
they
so
need?
weird.
Do they need to have the kid wherever they want Kong to fight?
I kind of wish that wasn't a thing.
And then, how well are they going to dive into the story of what's bothering Godzilla? Because for me as a kid, Godzilla was the good guy. He was misunderstood, and there was a lot of collateral damage. But he was doing what he was doing to what did they say in the first movie?
I don't remember.
Like to equalize the playing field or whatever, to counterbalance Mother Nature or whatever it is. So I don't know. I hope it has a good story. I appreciate a good story.
Did you watch the last Godzilla movie? King of Monsters?
Yeah.
What was it? King of Monsters or God of Monsters?
Yeah,
King of the Monsters.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No.
Why didn't you like it?
I felt like it was that they had a lot of they tried to fit in all the monsters at the same time. I think it's just hard to do that.
Yeah, it's hard to balance all of them, getting their shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was I think it was is it called Hydra? What's the one with the 3 heads or multiple heads?
Gorda?
Yeah. There was, if I'm remembering right.
Ghidorah.
Yeah. If I'm remembering right, there was when they first bring him out, there's like no way Godzilla should have been able to fend that thing off. Because it was like, it bodied Godzilla for a good portion of I think their first interaction.
I mean, yeah, that movie could have been like a movie and a half.
Yeah.
Like it could have been.
Well, and I thought that they were going to do a trilogy just
on those
Godzilla himself. Yeah. Fighting, one movie with Mothra
Dude, that could have been a whole universe, honestly.
Yeah. And then the crossover.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been really cool. That would have been really interesting. I didn't mind that movie. I like that movie. I like King of the Monsters. It could have been obviously a lot better.
Yeah.
I
won't say that any of them were bad. It's tough to throw that many characters in. But it definitely wasn't a bad movie.
No, for sure. I mean, but still, unfortunately, movies like that, it's all CGI, and you have to make sure the CGI stays really well done throughout the whole entire movie, where it would stand through the test of time through other movies.
Right.
I don't really. It doesn't stand out to me as good as Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
Which I just feel like the movie's really well done. But I'm excited for this movie. This movie will come out pretty soon. Actually, it'll come out in. Well, actually, it changed. The date changed like a week. It was supposed to come out March. All right, so it was supposed to be set out to release March 21st, but it's now going to be released March 26th. A 5-day difference. I don't know how come. But it will be on theaters near you and HBO Max simultaneously. And it'll be on HBO Max for the first 31 days.
Nice.
Then after that, it will be taken off.
Go support your local theaters, guys.
Oh, especially a movie like this. Go watch this in theaters. You have to. Oh, man. I mean, be careful. Stay safe. But definitely go check this movie out. I'm excited for that. HBO Max. I'm probably gonna watch it in theaters and watch it at home next day or two.
What I'd like to, if we can get some feedback from listeners, I'd like to hear their favorite Kong or Godzilla movie. I know there's my son is a bit of a Godzilla expert, and so he knows like Shin Godzilla, Earth Godzilla, all the iterations all the way back to the 60s. This man is an expert.
Well, I don't know if you saw, but Mechagodzilla did make an appearance in that trailer.
Did he?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yep. That's okay.
I'm gonna go back and watch it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd be interested to hear people's favorite iterations.
Godzilla Jr. versus Kong Jr.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember Godzilla Jr. or Baby Godzilla.
No.
Oh, it's so stupid. Don't ever watch it.
Well, a lot of the older movies were bad, but.
Oh, so bad. All right, moving on. I'm going to topic number 2. All right, topic number 2. Wonder Woman 1984 helps double HBO Max subscribers.
Does it?
It doubled since Wonder Woman came out. I mean, these numbers are really low compared to Netflix and Disney Plus right now. Let's see here. So right now, HBO Max is at 61 million subscribers right now.
I didn't think it was going to be that high.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Wasn't Disney at like 84? What was Disney at?
I think so.
That's
close.
Yeah, closer than I thought it would be.
Let's see here. Noting that HBO Max subscribers had doubled to 17.2 million in the fourth quarter of last year. In addition, the company acquired 41.5 million HBO and HBO Max subscribers in the U.S. by the end of 2020, up from 34.6 million the previous year. Plus, HBO and HBO Max subscribers topped nearly 61 million worldwide in 2020.
Yeah.
So, wow, they're at 61 million.
Yeah, wow.
And I guess that's different than HBO and HBO Max? Either way, HBO has those subscribers, though.
Yeah, because it wasn't there like HBO Now and HBO Go or something. There was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Well, Marcy, you should probably pat yourself on the back because you've been pushing HBO Max pretty hard.
Oh, I know.
I'm sure a big chunk of those came from you.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of that help came from AT&T. Because if you got AT&T phone, you automatically got HBO Max.
Oh, there you go.
So that helps out.
Yeah, for sure.
Big time.
And as somebody who was hesitant to switch, yeah, man, I'm continually finding old shows, continually finding new shows that I enjoy. So if you're on the fence, get rid of Hulu if you need to drop one.
I dropped Hulu as soon as I found out.
Yeah, no, it's definitely Hulu went away a week later.
No, totally. I mean, it's not too much on there anymore.
Yeah, no. So yeah, man, that's awesome. What else? And then they had the Snyder Cut coming.
They'll have the Snyder Cut coming eventually. But from what I'm seeing on the internet, that it might be just a movie theater exclusive right now.
Really?
Yeah, that might change.
Huh.
And it's not going to be a 4-part series like they were going to.
Right, I did see that.
Yeah. This weekend, Friday, comes The Little Things.
Yeah, I'm pumped for that one.
Is it The Little Things?
Yeah.
With Denzel Washington?
Denzel, yep.
That comes out Friday.
That cast looks good. I'm interested to see.
No, definitely. That's going to be a really big thing. I mean, HBO released a little teaser trailer they have for their movies coming out the rest of this year, which I think looks really good. What else did we see in that trailer besides King Kong? I don't know if you saw. Did you see what I'm talking about? The quick teaser HBO thing of everything coming out.
Oh,
it's a really quick thing.
Yeah,
like it's really fast. I don't know. There's a lot of good movies coming out. I can't remember all of them right off the top of my head right now. There's so many. I mean, in The Matrix this year, Suicide Squad this year. Hopefully Dune. I think Space Jam was in that too. Yeah, in that trailer. Yeah. Which I don't even know what to even think about that. But
yep, it'd just be. I know I'll watch it. Just because Space Jam was such a big deal when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So hopefully they don't ruin it.
Okay. Let's see here. So the last thing I want to talk about is a huge deal. More wrestling news. The WWE sold the streaming rights of the WWE Network to Peacock. Dang streaming wars.
The struggle continues.
So WWE has their own streaming app where they stream their own original content, their pay-per-views, and old content from previous wrestling episodes, from Raw to SmackDown to other in-between shows. They used to have old WCW because they own all the WCW library too. I mean, they have so much back catalog of their content on the streaming platform, and all of it's going to go away in March. That quick.
Wow.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's all going to be going to Peacock. We don't know what that's going to look like yet. We have no idea. That's a huge deal for Peacock. I had Peacock for Saved by the Bell. And as soon as I got to watching it, I canceled it.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to be having to get Peacock all over again.
Right.
Which is funny because it's also going to be at that $4.99 compared to the $9.99, $8.99 I was spending for the WWE app. So technically, I'm paying half
to get all that content.
Yeah, which is
for now.
For now, which is crazy still. We don't know if pay-per-views are still going to be on that same tier or not going forward. But Peacock just made a big play.
Yeah.
Like how many wrestling fans there are, along with The Rock's. The Rock had to know this was happening because how did he pitch his show to NBC to pick up on the Peacock app?
Right.
Now all wrestling fans are going to be there to watch this show.
Oh, I'm sure that they were back there pulling strings.
Smart. Dwayne Johnson is a smart businessman.
Yeah, he played that one well.
I don't know what this means for the wrestling world. Like, I have no idea.
Is this a COVID? Is this like a pandemic move? Were they in need of some cash?
I don't know why. This year, reportedly, the WWE company made the most money it's ever made this year.
Really?
Through COVID.
Huh. Well, I mean, if you're making fantastic money and then somebody's like, hey, I want to buy all the streaming rights to that, you just put that money in the bank.
I don't know. And then, like, you and me were talking off camera earlier that, like, that really made Fox mad, ESPN mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. NBC. Exclusive WE streaming service.
I'm curious as to what other are there a lot of other apps like that, whether it be for wrestling or other sports or interests like these.
Well, not like this, not where you get that much content, I don't think.
Okay.
For wrestling fans. I mean, WWE is the big banner of wrestling.
Right.
Because not only are you getting WWE, you're getting back content when it was WWF. You're also getting WCW content that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's all there. Outside of that, I mean, that's the only company that's been around forever. Outside of that, you're like a real specialty wrestling fan who likes other stuff. And if it's going to be that same well-produced programming as WWE.
Well, I was asking because I'm curious as to what else NBC can snatch up, being this quote unquote late to the game.
Like for like sport wise or wrestling.
Well, I mean, just anything. Bringing. I don't know.
That's a lot. I mean, I feel like wrestling will keep them alive now. I mean, so this deal is supposed to run for 5 years and is valued at more than $1 billion.
Yeah. That will. It'll be interesting to see in a year. How they've grown, especially what they'll do with once they start cranking out, Peacock original content. I know that they'll bring a lot of the NBC stuff over, but
where does the NFL play for Super Bowl?
They're in Tampa.
No. What company? What TV channel?
Probably it's NBC, isn't it?
Damn.
Yeah.
So not only do they own WrestleMania, I mean, they own the Super Bowl. Now they own Wrestling Super Bowl, which is WrestleMania.
Right.
That's crazy. What if they give it for free?
Give what for free?
WrestleMania.
Is that normally something you have to pay for?
Yes. Yeah.
That's how you would get a lot of subscribers that way, even if they just did it for a year. How bad does this hurt cable?
Well, it doesn't hurt cable because Raw, Monday Night Raw, their weekly episodic TV shows are still going to be on USA Network and then the Fox Network.
But I'm saying so for me, once football's off, I get rid of cable. I don't have a need for it. If I can watch wrestling, WrestleMania, whatever throughout the year, like from February, I mean, I guess there's still basketball on, but from February until August, that's a really big gap to fill content if you're a cable company.
I don't know. I mean,
most people don't, not like I'll use, I have a little bit older of a cousin. He has Netflix and Hulu, and that's it. And so let's say he's like, oh, well, I can get wrestling on for $4.99. Let me get the Peacock app. And then he saves himself $70.
No, for sure. So I guess back in 2014, that's when the WWE Network launched, and right now has 1.2 million subscribers, which doesn't sound like a lot in the grand scheme. So it has 1.2 million subscribers in the U.S. and another 400,000 around the globe.
That's not bad for it only providing one, stream, it's just a wrestling app. Almost 2 million global subscribers isn't bad at all.
That's crazy to me. I mean, it's only one of its kind. I mean, Impact Wrestling has their own wrestling app. I think like $6.99, $7.99. But I mean,
is this something that you can get like if you have like a Roku or Google thing? It's like you can download it on your TV too.
Yeah, if you have a Samsung TV, you can download it. I mean, the WWE Network is not hard to get if you really want it. It's not hard like other stuff. No, it's definitely going to be a game changer for the wrestling world in general, and it's definitely going to be a good eye catcher for Peacock.
For sure.
You know, I mean, if this 1.2 million is correct, then they're automatically getting 1.2 million people. Along with that, them telling their friends, "Hey, you should get this too."
Right.
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely going to help keep them going for sure.
Right. And then here in like 6 months, Verizon or somebody will, just like AT&T does with HBO Max, some phone carrier, if you get them, you get whatever free or
that'd be crazy. It's crazy.
It'll continue to grow.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to get the Peacock app now, starting after March. Very interesting. All right, we're going to go next segment called Recommended, where we go around the table, aka just me and Blake, talking about a show or a movie that we both currently watched and recommend to each other and the audience. Blake, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm going to go Netflix, Bridgerton. So,
nice.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
All
I
right,
want to.
so this is like a less grimy version of Game of Thrones, like when Game of Thrones was good. And so you're thrown in, it's dating season. All these young girls or whatever have to find the love of their life in this dating season in England. But it's got a mix of it all, man. There's really interesting characters. There's just enough, violence and, sex and backstabbery and all of the good things that make a really, thriller of interesting show. They definitely hit you with continuous curveballs. One thing that they do that I don't know if I've ever seen it in a TV show. There's a lot of miscommunication between characters, purposely done. So, the main characters she's this girl or whatever, and she ends up getting entangled with this guy who's not interested in dating or marriage or anything at all. And they kind of have to work together because he's like the most eligible bachelor, and she, because she got like a nod from the queen, she's like the most sought after woman.
Okay.
And so they're like, well, hey, he's like, so people will quit pestering me to date their daughters. We're going to act like we're in love. And she's like, my brother keeps scaring everybody off, but because you're the most eligible bachelor, if people see that you like me, all the other guys will start to like me again.
I see.
And so they, obviously they start to get feelings and stuff, and not to give any spoilers away, but it's really interesting that, what they don't communicate becomes a problem later on. And, well, I know you could never have feelings because of this agreement, and how do you not know that I have feelings because of this? And, why don't you understand why I'm trying to push you away? It's just, there's a lot of things that aren't said that are very realistic to how real life goes. If you've ever had a crush on somebody in middle school or high school, and just things like that. It's just, I haven't seen it done this well. And it's just superbly shot. It just, the story, the characters, everybody's really interesting. There's a lot of social aspects today that are thrown in here. You'll notice the cast is very diverse. I thought that in the beginning was diversity for diversity's sake. Actually a storyline behind that. So it was really interesting. I was surprised. I saw it blowing up on Twitter when it first dropped, and I gave it a shot. And I think we've finished. Each episode's like an hour, and we finished it in like 2 days.
Oh wow! It came out this year, right?
Yeah,
it's new.
Yeah,
that's cool. No, I've been wanting to check it out. I need to, and it's looks like a cool period time piece.
Yeah, and there's enough manliness, if you will. It's not like a chick flick or, rom-com or anything like that. And all the characters, they all intertwine very, very oddly. If you're looking for something binge-worthy, if you can sit down for an hour at a time, I would definitely check this out.
Nice. Catch it on Netflix. All right, so my recommended is Ted Lasso. I watch so many things, but Ted Lasso is what I'll recommend. It's on Apple TV. Yeah, get Apple TV. There's nothing on Apple TV, honestly. There's nothing on Apple TV. I don't recommend Apple TV. I will recommend shows on there because there's some good ones. If you have it, check it out. If you don't have Apple TV, I totally understand. Another streaming service, more money out of your pocket. But if you do have Apple TV, check out Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is about a small-time football coach who goes to England and coaches soccer. He knows nothing about soccer. His character is taken after Roy Williams, KU.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that,
yeah.
Yeah, it's his character's taken off from Roy Williams. You can tell
really?
He acts like him with the players and stuff. He's everyone's favorite coach.
Yeah.
In America, at least.
Right.
Then he comes over to England and tries to be a soccer coach that he knows nothing about. You learn that the reason why he got hired is because the owner of the soccer team, her and her husband got divorced, and to basically screw back the husband, I'm going to turn his soccer team into shit.
Ouch.
Yeah. Kind of like Major League.
Right.
Kind
of
like Major League.
Yeah.
Just imagine Major League, but soccer and
that's hilarious.
Episodic. No, it's so good. What's crazy? It is a comedy, but it has some drama in it and some good storytelling, and it will make you in your feels. Like there's some emotional parts in it. Jason Sudeikis, so funny, but dang, he's a good actor.
He is.
He's a great actor. Yeah. He definitely shows some depth in his acting chops in this series. It's cool seeing soccer from England's side point of view. I mean, obviously we know it from movies and stuff, but like they really dive into the culture in England and how soccer is like held to a higher status.
Right.
And how this American coach comes here and thinks he's going to be praised.
Right.
But I mean, he's also a football coach teaching soccer for the very first time. Seeing the obstacles and hurdles with that is sitting funny.
Yeah, I can only imagine
Oh my gosh,
all the shenanigans you could get into with something like that.
It's so funny. I mean, if you have Apple TV, check it out. Good acting, good story, funny, and there's some cool soccer stuff in it too. Things to look forward to, though. Little Things comes out Friday. If you have HBO Max, check it out. But for now, we're going to end this episode. Thanks for watching, listening. Make sure you subscribe.
Please subscribe to our podcast.
We're out of here. Bye.